So guys, we mentioned in our previous video or previous lecture that you can use sorted method that relies on a natural ordering or default ordering. So, or you can say that relies on a comparable interface that the objects in your list or the class is actually implemented, like we saw that with student. It implements comparable, which means it has default ordering or it has natural ordering. But there are cases where you want to override the default ordering. You want to give your own ordering. So as you can see here, we have a list of students, and we do a streaming on them, and then on top of that we let me just take this so that we have code that we can easily understand. So I'm just gonna replace this one here. So we saw that with the previous one we didn't have comparator passed to the sorted method, which actually means we are relying on the default ordering defined by the comparable interface. But when we want to override that behavior, we can provide our own comparator, which is our own way at runtime of comparing those objects. So now, as you can see here, this comparator is actually doing what the comparable does. So what we can do here, we could say get age, and then we can convert this to a primitive, a wrapper. Then we compare to get age. Okay, so they want us to use integer.compare. That's fine. So that's a nice thing of using an IDE. So we are comparing by integer now, by age, sorry. So that means if we run this code, the order of our students here will be based on the age. So let's just run this code now just to see that. As you can see, we have 3, 11, 20, 20, 22, blah blah, until we reach here. So as you can see, we have overridden default ordering. If we remove this and run the code, we are going to get ordering based on the name. So this is what a comparator can do. So we see here we're actually doing it in a form of a class, as we saw that we can actually override that behavior here. So what we can do here is we can use a lambda expression to say student 01, student 02. Then we can now use this function that we have here, and we can put it here, and then we can get rid of this here. So that means we have implemented the comparator interface using lambda, because if you see this sorted, it takes a comparator, and then a comparator is a functional interface because it has one abstract method called compare, which takes 2 arguments and returns an int. So as you can see here, our implementation takes 2 arguments and it returns an integer. Hence, it's compatible with the functional interface. So we're still gonna get the same behavior. We are ordering by age.